Sadnam Namaste. So globally, all around the world, humanity is learning and experiencing that we're all connected. As a humanity, we're like a interwoven fabric. There's no way of separating from each other. So we're learning and experiencing that our actions or our non-actions are affecting those people around us. That our thoughts, that our emotions are also affecting people around us. So we may be experiencing some confrontations from other people. This is normal. Because there's a tension. There's a tension inside each one of us. And the tension is between what do I want and what do I desire for my own life, my own personal life. And then what does the world expect of me? What do other people expect of me, right? So there's this tension that's going on. And you know, people may try to impose their trip on you, their hidden agenda, but it's really your job to do, is to resolve this tension within you. So do you feel it? You'd have to be a zombie not to feel the energy on the planet right now. Do you feel that your old ways of relating to other people has to change? Your old ways of helping other people have to change. And your old ways of working with other people, it has to change. So something new is emerging through humanity in the ways that we relate to one another. You know, we're becoming human, finally, on this planet. Now, if you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling overwhelmed by life, this is the Aquarian consciousness. It's a big finger and it's pointing you back to yourself. Now the universe confronts us in lots of different ways, right? We can experience a lot of loss in our life, things not working out, frustration and anger, that things aren't the way we want them to be, right? We can be experiencing a lot of grief. And again, this is the universe gently and not so gently sometimes saying, go inside, it's time for you to reflect, right? The consciousness, how it works, I mean, these feelings, anxiety and depression and overwhelm and sadness and anger, and they all serve a greater purpose. And the purpose is to stop, right? The Aquarian age is also the technological information age, and we can get so lost in our distractions, in our texting and our Facebook and our, you know, our internet surfing and our phones, right? And it keeps us focused on the external. So these feelings, these emotions are saying, get back, come back inside. There needs to be a correction in your life. Listen to me, right? Your soul is, listen to me. Come inside and listen to me. So the more you resist, the more you push back at life, right, with your resistance, the more that life's going to push back at you to go inside. You know, and your energy is so precious right now. So trying to fight this consciousness, it's like you're at the beach and your fists are up and you're going to stop that tsunami from coming in, right? It's coming in, you're not going to win. So you might as well surrender and just go inside. So when you go inside, it doesn't mean that you go to your mind, because your mind is still outside of you as an energy being. When you go to your mind, you're going to the past, because the mind is made up of the past. And remember, in the Aquarian age, it's all about the new, it's all about innovation, creativity, those kinds of words. It's not about the past. The past, it will not serve us, it won't help us any longer. So also when you go to the mind, you're going to the conditioned mind. So when you go to the conditioned mind for answers, it's like you're saying, please give me another cup of that Kool-Aid so that I can go unconscious. So go deeper. The Aquarian age is requiring, demanding that we live from a deeper place, that we live in a deeper place of our existence, that we stop surface living, like living so superficially as we've been doing for the last, 2,000 years. It's really like living in a mansion. We live in this huge mansion, each one of us, and we only know 2 rooms, right? There's of these 50 rooms. There's these 48 other rooms that we haven't even explored yet. And conditioning keeps us in these 2 rooms, keeps us locked into these 2 rooms, and won't allow us to explore these other 48 rooms. So why are we afraid to go inside? Because it's really a fear that keeps us from going inside. For one, we don't value ourselves. We're taught and we're trained that if we have a problem, to go to an authority. Maybe somebody with a lot of letters behind their name. Maybe somebody that's gone to school for a bazillion years and has been indoctrinated by this conditioning. That's the root of your problem in the first place. So do you see the ridiculousness of this? So this is surface living. And this is what we need to transcend, right? To be able to explore those other 48 rooms of existence. We need to transcend our conditioning, our training, to immediately give our power over to something outside of ourselves. Now the ego will tell you, it's only you. You're the one with the problem. Everybody else has it together, right? There's just something fundamentally wrong with you, right? You're broken. You're hopeless to fix. So this is a big lie from the ego, and this is to keep you in the dark, to keep you in shame. Because guess what? Everybody feels inadequate sometimes. Everybody feels like a failure sometimes. Everybody feels sad and lonely sometimes, right? No matter what mask that they're showing you. If everybody came out of the shadows of their ego and really showed themselves and were vulnerable, right, we would see this truth. It would come into the light of day. And it will eventually. So we're all connected. So we feel each other. So we can feel the ecstasy. When you feel the ecstasy and the bliss of being alive, every other human on the planet can relate to that feeling. If you're feeling the suicidal, depressed, despair, hopeless feeling of existence, everyone else on the planet can relate to that as well. So we're not alone in our emotional awareness that's emerging. So the old ways of managing our emotions, they're not going to work anymore. The pharmaceuticals and the illegal drugs and the alcohol and the sex and the internet and the shopping and the exercise and the whatever the ego is chasing after, it's not going to work anymore. Our emotions are surfacing, coming to the surface. And this is the real reason why we don't want to go inside. Because we're met, as soon as we go to another door, we're met with that emotional pain that we need to feel. And this is all going on in the solar plexus, this area beneath the diaphragm. I did a whole webinar on the importance of the solar plexus in our evolutionary process right now. You can go to my website and download it if you're interested. But let's just take a moment right now, right? Just to close your eyes and relax your breath and relax your shoulders and relax your temples. And just feel your feet on the ground, sitting in your chair at the computer. And just bring all your awareness to your solar plexus, that area beneath the diaphragm. And just breathing long and deep and relaxing that area, the solar plexus. This is the area, the emotional carburetor. All those old buried emotions, they live there. So you want to be checking in regularly with this area. And right, am I tight there? Am I not relaxed there? And you want to work on relaxing your solar plexus so that those emotions can start to move. You know, and as a humanity, we're evolving through our emotional body. It's like a tunnel. You know, on the other side of this tunnel is the new human. So this is the tunnel that we all need to travel. And that is through the solar plexus. So as an individual, you have a lot of power because you are connected to every other human on this planet. So when you choose to have the courage to face your emotional body, you will in turn help humanity. When you have the courage to love yourself, unconditionally love yourself, you're going to help the rest of humanity love themselves. When you have the courage to heal yourself, right, to become whole again, then you too will heal humanity. So you've got a lot of power as an individual. And as we move into the future and closer into the Aquarian Age, right, the emotions are going to start to be rising. So you want to be part of the solution. And that means grounded in yourself, inside. This means being self-referenced, right? Not ego-referenced. Ego-referenced is looking outside. All the outside is going to dictate who I am and what I should do and how to think and how to behave, etc. When you're self-referenced, right, you're coming from a place of integrity. You're coming from a place of your core, the core of your being. And this place knows what's right or wrong. This place inside you knows what to do. This place inside you knows the truth, no matter if you're surrounded by lies and darkness. This is the new security in the Aquarian Age, is to be connected inside you. And remember, these emotions that are coming up for you, they're showing you something, right? They're showing you about your life. It's time maybe to reflect, especially depression. There's so many people on antidepressants right now. And it's consciousness showing you it's time to come inside. It's time to come inside and reflect on my life and what needs to be corrected. Okay, so here's a powerful Kundalini Yoga meditation for self-value. And it's quite challenging. You know, it's one of the more challenging meditations in the tradition of Kundalini Yoga and meditation. But it really moves the energy big time. So please pass that along. Please practice it so that you can help the rest of us. Please send this meditation to anyone in your life that you feel needs this right now. They're lacking in self-value. And also send this message to people that are struggling that you know of. Okay? This is a message of hope, but it's also a message of reality. Okay. Thank you. Sat Nam.